Hi, my name is Ronnie Rokk Smith, owner of USA Digi. So first of all, why do I call this the Flash method? Well, it's called the Flash method because as soon as you get your first customer, you can do this simple technique and double or triple your income in a flash. And I'm not kidding. In fact, I'll show you a live demonstration of this actual process in video 13 on how I do this and how you can easily do it too. Isn't that awesome? So let me tell you a bit about my experience with the Flash method. So I knew I wanted to make money, but I wasn't sure what to start selling. You know, there were some really crazy things people were selling back then and making some easy cash. I couldn't believe that. The first thing I tried selling was ebooks, and that didn't work out. No one bought anything. And then I tried to start selling some graphic packs. Again, no one bought anything from me. Later, I just started browsing around and started buying things from other sellers to help improve my website with some fresh pro looking logos and stuff like that. But here's a little advice: if you're not a pro at something, it's best to hire a pro to do it for you, right? But anyway, in the meantime, I was still thinking about what I could sell that people actually wanted. So at the time of making this course, I made a little over 4K in sales, which isn't bad, but it most definitely can be a 5 or 6 figure business model. In fact, in video 3, I'm going to show you 3 people and how they are making 6 figures doing this. And even the case study dates back 3 or 4 more years ago, so you can imagine what they're making now. Now, I just said I made a little over 4K in sales, so I want to log into my account and show you my earnings so you can see that I'm being totally honest with you here. So let's go ahead and do that. Can you see yourself making this? Now, the reason I haven't made a hell of a lot more money is because it wasn't my plan to make this my full-time job in the first place, and it still isn't. But who's to say that you can't, right? I mean, I already had a job where I worked offshore for oil rigs. What we basically did was run the pipe in the ground for the oil rigs or drill ships, and later they would use the pipe like straws to suck the oil out of the ground. And that's pretty much how the oil industry works. So that job was already paying me 6 figures. Yep, $221,000 a year. But I hated it for the simple fact that it took all the time away from my family. And after all, marketing was my real passion. It's what I really love to do, not offshore work. Sure, the money was good, but sometimes it's better to make a little less and be happy than to do something that makes you miserable. Know what I mean? Have you ever asked yourself that? So what kind of marketing do I love to do? You know, stuff like creating info products, creating video courses, email campaigns, squeeze pages. All of that geeky stuff is so much fun to me, but I could never make it my full-time business because my offshore job was keeping me away from home way too much to get anything accomplished. And I couldn't quit because with the little time I had off, I couldn't make enough with my marketing projects to support my bills. Every time I started generating a decent income stream from my marketing stuff, my full-time job would call up to go on another job. You see, I was on 24-hour call, so when they called, I had to go. And if you're not consistent with your marketing, well, you know how that goes. Am I right? So I would leave 3 to 5 days sometimes, and other times up to 3 to 4 weeks, depending on how long the job would take to complete. All the time away from my marketing project just wasn't generating enough income to get me by on my monthly bills, so I had to depend on the job that I hated. In the meantime, I was trying to create some products to launch to get my name out there and start building up my business so I could get out of this offshore industry once and for all. So how did I start finally making money online? Well, it's kind of funny how I finally did it. For one of the products I was putting together, I knew that I needed an email campaign sequence for the launch. At this time, I was still building my website and still working on the products as well. Early in the year, I took some online certification courses from Digital Marketer HQ, which is Ryan Dice's company, and I became a certified email marketing specialist, along with 5 other certifications in the marketing fields. Even though I was now certified, to save some time, I figured I could just hire an email copywriter to write my emails for me while I worked on completing my product and website and killed 2 birds with 1 stone. So I ordered a 3-day campaign for $5 an email. And when I got the emails back, they really sucked, let me tell you. I was not happy at all. But I gave the guy 4 stars and a good review because I figured he needed it. But I also sent him a message on how to create better emails for his next client. I thought that was a nice gesture. Do you agree? I tried one more person and the emails again were really bad. Do you see my dilemma here? I said, you know what? I know damn well I can write better emails and provide a good service since I am now a certified email marketing specialist. So that's what I did. I put up an email copywriting service, and after a few days I started getting a few orders. Once people started seeing that my copy was really good, more and more orders came in. Isn't that exciting? At first I was selling them for $5 a pop, but after I seen how much in demand my email marketing campaigns were, I started charging $10 an email. People were still buying. Then the platform upgraded, adding a 3-package deal where you can make even more by offering upsells right on the front end, instead of offering extras on the back end. So do you follow me so far? So I had the basic package as a solo email message for $10. A standard package had 3 email messages for $30 and a 6 email message for $100 that also came with access to my email marketing course that I now sell on Udemy.com. I know how people love reading reviews about things, and the more 5-star reviews I got, the more business came in. Just take a look at Amazon and eBay. Reading other reviews helps people make decisions if they want to use your service or not. If they see others are happy, then they can picture themselves being happy too. But it's up to you to do a good job for your customers to make sure that they are happy. You know, go a little out of your way. So my name and branding was moving up. Can you start to visualize yourself doing this now? After that, I started offering consulting calls on Skype and then video explainers as well. Now, later on, I didn't want to do too much of anything that was too time consuming. So I switched things up to video logo openers, where I would use templates from a few secret video software programs that I now use to pop them out super fast. And you can find the links to those softwares that I use in the course under the Tools section in Module 2. And if you use my other secret method that I talk about in the course, you could be doing less work for big bucks if you know how to scale it. Is this making sense to you? And don't worry, I spill the beans about this method in video 11 in the course as well. Now, one thing to think about using this method is to be able to complete orders super fast, but with excellent quality, so you can make the most money in the shortest amount of time. So when choosing what to offer to make the most money, you need to do either one of 2 things. Charge high for orders that will take a lot of your time because you will only be able to do so many per month. Or create orders that are super fast to pop out and keep them at a decent price so that you can get enough per month to get by on the income produced. Well, that about wraps it up on how it happened for me. Now let me show you how you can do this too. Can you imagine how much time and frustration this will save you? And if you keep at it and upscale, you could possibly make this your full-time job doing something you love to do, and possibly make 5 or 6 figures for your hard work, just like the 3 people I'm going to talk about in the case study in video 3. So click the button below and let's get you started and set up in as little as 15 to 20 minutes from now. And I'll see you in the inside.